So this team is just one I put together. I just want to have 3 really solid pets on the same team. Not the most creative team name in the world, but whatever. Basically, I have Death Adder Hatchling, or Envy of the Beginning. Just a super solid pet with Blinding Poison and Puncture Wound. I was trying out Vicious Fang, but I'm not really liking it. Just because I'm running a lot of shell teams. So I thought I'd be able to do more damage with Vicious Fang out. Kind of like the Arcane Blast for Death Adder. But not really a big fan. I should probably just go back to Poison Fang. And I have my Madokami in here, just in case I go against an undead. He is a really good counter to undeads with Shell Shield and Heal, plus being an aquatic type. Taking 50% less damage from dots, plus just taking 33% more damage from undeads, so he basically just takes no damage from dots, which is what most undeads do. And then I have my Yatagaratsu in here, the Fiendish Imp SS, of course, the fast one. That way he can go in, Nethergate to interrupt some moves, Immolation, and then go on the back line so that he can do damage while healing himself every turn. But he's mainly in here to kill, mechanicals, since mechanicals ruin Death Adder Hatchling's day. So I just go into this guy if I run into a mechanical. And then I have undeads basically checked with Madokami. So really solid team, all revolving around Death Adder Hatchling, and then just 2 backups that can take care of what he can't. Alright, so this first team we're going against is a Mana Storm team. I think that's what it's called. Basically, the Nexus Whelpling comes in, throws up Arcane Storm, and then does the Mana Surge. Yeah, that's what it's called. Where it does extra damage, he can't be stunned or rooted because of the weather, and he does ridiculous amounts of damage, so what you want to do is like CC him. I try to go for the kill before he's able to kill me, but nope. I thought I had the nice advantage with my Death Adder. I was so sure I'd be able to take out the Necklace Whelpling, no problem, but that didn't happen. So I go into my Yatagaratsu, and I'm just going to set up my Flame Shield and then let my Crab do some work, since he should be able to be fine. Well, actually, you know what, I switch out the eye. What I should have done earlier was go into Yatagarasu and then switch out the Nexus Whelpling while he was doing Mana Search, so it does have a cooldown on it, and it is a 3-turn round, 3-turn ability, so if I was able to switch him out, that'd be a good way to interrupt it. I go into my Madokami Crab, because the Lantern has an ability which will do double damage if I'm blinded, but it does the damage twice. So if I have the Shell Shield up, I'll take less damage, since I'll take less damage from each hit hitting me twice. So yeah, the Crab's just a nice, I'd be able to outlast him no problem, since I'm able to heal up for 1/3 of my health like every 3 turns with my greater heal. Plus he hits really hard too. The Crab is just really nice. I should be able to take out a nice chunk of his health, and I have my Yatagaratsu in the back row who's almost at full health thanks to his racial bonus and Immolation, and 1 burn is enough to take him out. Alright, this next one is a really weird team going against triple mechanical Pandaren Dragon Lane. Each one is really good on its own, but I've never actually thought about trying out 3 before. It's not a bad plan. What you do is it's basically like the Bone Storm team, where you use its Thunderbolt ability to just do AoE damage, and then of course just put up Decoy to take less damage, and you'll have 3 decoys. Each one blocks 2 attacks. It's a really good ability since it blocks 2 attacks. If you go first, you're able to basically get a free turn out of it. My team though has a really nice counter to it, my Yatagaratsu. He has a type advantage on the Mechanical Dragon Lane, plus Immolation takes care of Decoy really well since it counts as a hit, and it just happens at the end of each turn, so I'm able to take down the Decoy in 1 turn. So his 1 turn of free abilities isn't really that big of a deal against my Fiendish Imp. Plus, I have the type bonus, so I'm just going to stay into Yatagaratsu until he dies, because that's the best way to do this, because I have the type advantage. I should be able to take out 2 of them before he dies. For this one, I just switch out, because the switch out it's free damage, because I'm not getting hit, and it interrupts their round, switches him out since I go first. And then I'm just going to take out his Decoy, and I'm going to spam burn until I'm dead. He He knows what I'm doing. That's why he's using breath instead of doing thunderbolt and then switching out like you would do in an AoE team. You do your AoE and then switch out and let your other ones do it. But this guy's smarter than that. He's just keeps using breath so they can kill him. I switch out my Yatagarasu right there because I want him to heal up in the back row with immolation. But that was really dumb of me. And he obviously took advantage of that and just killed him in the back row with Thunderbolt while he was still low in health. Really dumb, I don't know why I did that. I would have done the same thing in his position, but yeah, whatever. Dumb move on my part. I send in my crab, he's able to take him out because the crab is super hella durable and can outlast pretty much anyone. I put up my shield, it's not really that effective against this guy. He's gonna get an extra turn on me since my crab doesn't have the multi-turn stuff like the Fiendish Imp does. Probably should have switched him out a little bit earlier, but whatever. And then I'm just gonna try to outlast him. It's not gonna work because breath does hit pretty hard and the shield isn't really gonna reduce it by that much. So I'm just gonna see if I can get enough out of him. He's trying to AoE down my Death Adder because he knows he can't deal with the Death Adder once he comes out. The Death Adder is faster than him, plus he's below 50% health, so he's doing extra damage right now. I go for the Cobra Bite first because I know I'm gonna get a double hit out of my puncture wound, because it's going to hit once, kill him, and then when he comes back to life, it'll hit the second time, which is like the best way to deal with mechanicals, is to use a multi-turn move on the round where they're about to die.